Kevon, what was the vibes at practice today with Draymond and everybody back?
It was a good practice. We got after it today. Energy was good. It was pretty long practice. Getting prepared for as we get closer to opening night. So guys trying to get that rhythm, trying to get that conditioning ready to play a lot of minutes, and I think we look good out there.
Come on, you've been in your time here, you've been part of both starting lineup and the second unit. What are you seeing from the guys that'll be on the second unit this year?
They're picking up the system pretty fast with the new guys like Dante and Jamichael. Then you got Moses and JK, Wise, and that next step, really become real impact players that can make a difference. And you got Jordan, a guy that could start or come off the bench, he's been leading the second group a lot of the times, and he's really dynamic. So we got a lot of firepower off the bench. I know Steve's gonna have a lot of different lineups he can tinker with and different lineups he can put out there on the court. So I think we're gonna be really dangerous and really versatile team. That's something that we did last year, and I think we're gonna continue that style of play. Some games, people might start or play different roles, and I think everybody has to be ready for that. And I think we're prepared for that. We've been looking good. What they did the last game was incredible. Guys stepped up. They, everything that we've been focusing on in training camp, they did that, and they're showing how good and talented we can be.
This is a random question. How much, when you were young, rookie or second year, did you watch the NBA beyond just obviously your own games?
I watched a lot of NBA. Growing up, that's all I watched. I didn't watch college. I didn't really pay attention to high school basketball. I was just the NBA guy, trying to stay up late, catch the late West Coast games. And so when I came into the NBA, that's all I still did. That's all I do was watch NBA. And so I watched a lot of different games, and really trying to pay attention to our games because it was a different type of style than everybody else kind of running throughout the league when I first came here. So trying to learn that, but I love watching. Let's see what's going on across the league. Watching different teams, and NBA is the best thing on TV most of the time. So that's all I do.
How much though? I guess at that stage was just I want to watch this good matchup tonight compared to over the years learning. I want to watch tendencies of offenses and how different guys, what moves, different stuff like that.
It's a little bit of both. My first couple of years, I was just trying to watch the matchups. You see my first couple of years, who would be playing James Harden versus somebody, or I would love to see the matchups. And now as I get older and play more minutes and actually part of the rotation, stuff like that, now I'm looking for tendencies and what type of sets they're running, what's their style of play and different things like that. But my first couple of years, I just want to see, I still was like a kid, and I just want to see the star matchups.
Yeah, I asked that because how important is it for your young guys, as they try to learn the league and they're going to be playing more this year to, watch the league and how important is that for a younger player to really understand the league he's in?
I think it's really important to watch what's going on and to study the players and who you're going against, because a lot of teams run a lot of the same sets, and players got a lot of similar tendencies. So it kind of helps you on a defensive end. That's probably how I picked up a lot of things fast by just watching a lot of games and watching from the bench when I didn't get in and just watching what guys do. Because when I got out there, I had to be ready, and I didn't get a lot of chance to make a lot of mistakes, so I had to be really locked in. And I got that from watching a lot of different guys, studying guys, and I love the game of basketball. So if I'm not watching the game, I'm watching people highlights and just knowing what guys like to do, which direction they like to go, what's the stats they like to run, or what team likes to run pick and roll, what side of the court they like to be on, and different things like that. And I think it's important for young guys to pick up those things early, because it helps them when they get in the game to be ready.
Kevon, after the last preseason game, Coach Kerr was really raving about your leadership. Did you hear those comments, and what does it mean to you to hear him speak so passionately about what you bring to the team?
I definitely heard it. It means a lot, for your coach to respect you like that much, and for your teammates to respect you and different things like that. It means a lot. That's not just given. You got to kind of earn that, and for him to speak the highly of me shows all the work I've been doing, not just off the court, just trying to develop myself as a man and continue to get better as a basketball player and as a human, and taking those strides. When people notice that and notice the things, progressions I made. My first couple of years, I didn't say much, and one of my goals was to be able to speak up more and be more vocal, and do those type of things. And I'm finally at a place where I feel comfortable, and I feel like I earned respect it and put the time in to do those type of things, and for people to notice that it's a good feeling.
How much do you watch wrestling?
I watch it a lot. My girl gets mad a lot of times when on Mondays and Fridays I say I gotta watch my show, and she's like, "What show?" I hope it's not wrestling, but yeah, I watch as much as I can without my girl getting mad at me.
You were at the wrestling in San Jose a little bit. What was that like? And when did that start, the thing with wrestling?
It's always been a thing for me. I watched a lot as a kid growing up. I stopped for a little while, but actually when I went to the first event they did at Chase, it was like one of the first events they had, and I went to it and I saw it live. That was like my first time seeing it live, and that kind of just re-sparked the interest. I've been watching it ever since. So going to the event in San Jose was great. Got to see the crowd, see how the NBA crowd is different than like a wrestling crowd. But it's a lot of people, but the way they get into it and how the wrestlers can control the crowd, it's just a lot of fun to see how they do it and how we versus like how Steph would control the crowd and how to see how different wrestlers do it. So it's a lot of fun. I got to meet some of the people. So it was just a dream come true. I ain't never been that close to a wrestling match like that. So it was just fun to go backstage and see all the inner working. So I'm gonna keep watching, and I don't plan on getting in the ring like a Robin or nobody. No, I wouldn't say so. Everything felt pretty normal. Everybody was loose. The music was playing. It was joy in the gym. People were talking stuff. We was competing, getting after it. Felt like a normal day to me. So, things happen, and I think we kind of move on pretty fast, and I think that's what makes our team special.